Right, hello, good evening, welcome along everyone. How are we all doing? Nice to see you tonight. I didn't change Nightbot, just looked, he's telling me that it's releasing soon. Platinum expansion releases soon, going pretty through it. Right now, how's everyone doing? Nice to have you here, welcome along. They're fixed. John, good to see you buddy. Yoss, how you doing? Let's just check. You on? No, you win. You? Yes? No, you win in Rusty. Stream were you? Taz. Lambert, how you doing? Chinook was there. Nice to see you, Chinook. AJ Hunter, welcome along. Junt, how you doing, mate? Long time no chat. How are you, man? Nice to see you. Nismo, how you doing, mate? You've picked up all of the woods. Nice. Nice, that's a solid effort. Let's just fix Nightbot. On me otherwise. So we are back, obviously, on Southern Cross Station. I wanted to just have a little bit of a break from the forestry. I was kind of umming and ahhing about what we would do, wouldn't do, or anything like that. But yeah, thought let's go back to some farming. One thing I noticed though, and I hadn't actually picked up on it, the time had changed. Well, not the time, but it's December and it's winter. So we'd fixed the map by changing the latitude, and it had made it summer. So the summer months. December in Australia, Southern Hemisphere is summer. December, January, February was summer. June, July, August were winter. But for some reason, and I went back through a few live streams and it changed 4 or 5 streams ago. So I don't know whether there was an update to the game which broke the latitude setting in maps. I don't know. Anyhow, a copy here. There you go. Do. Yeah, so I suddenly noticed December and we're in winter, and it's going to snow in New South Wales, so I've turned off snow. We'll just see. But there we are, yeah. That's what we've done. So, anyhow, what is the plan? So we've got, let's have a look at the map. I've got a couple of other things to look at. Well, on the multiplayer, you got them all picked up. I figured that was what you were talking about. That is very impressive. Nice and tidy. So let's have a look. So we've got Field 6, Field 24, and Field 14 all have weeds on them, and Field 13 needs rolling. So we're going to get in and do those. If we get everything done, which we should, because we'll cover some decent ground, we do have some things to sell. Now, Mark, only about half an hour ago, sent me through an update to his time-saving stock check mod, and as you can see, it now picks up all of the loose product as well. So if you've got something lying around, like we've got wool, we've got a lot of wool lying around, it picks those up, picks up all your grass bales, your hay bales. That grass is obviously our silage, which isn't fermented yet. So I'm guessing when it ferments, it'll change to silage. But you can see we've got some solid liquid herbicide as well, which is kind of cool because now you've actually got a way to say, oh, actually, I've got 112 litres of solid fertilizer lying around somewhere. Go find it. Okay. It says show location, silage palace. And tag the place. That would have been pretty cool if you could tag it. But that's an update, and it is in with Giant. Node. It's been submitted to ModHub, so that update for that will be coming through pretty soon. So it's very cool. But why I came in here, because our barley is, it's actually above the max value at the moment, so we need to go and get that sold, and our corn is rising, so we might actually go and get it sold as well. It's good to see in that silage, grass turns to silage, a lot more than $49. Back we quick. Yeah. Almost 4 times as much as that, so that'll give us almost $80,000 worth of silage, which will be nice. Good. Hey Paul, how you doing? Nice to see you. James, how you doing as well, buddy? Welcome along. AJ Hunter, I have a question. What can I change my game to stop it randomly freezing and crashing? Not sure, to be honest. AJ? On PC, I'm assuming. DX, if you've got your graphics setting, change it from DX12 down to DX11. I think you have to do that in the game XML. But that was certainly something I know some people have been reporting having issues with. So maybe try that out first. Oh dear. Otherwise, could be a mod. See if it does it with without any mods installed. Yeah, otherwise I'm not really sure what it could be. Right, I'm going to drop that weight off there. That around here, and we'll drop this off too. I'm going to grab the roller. Oops, hold it up. Ah, Mark's here. Hey Mark, you'll try to show grass being fermented. That is cool. That'll be good if you can. Right, let's go and get this roller sorted. And cheers everyone, Whiskey Wednesday. We are drinking a Cheetah Japanese whiskey. It's very nice. Very nice. Favourite. Perfect. One truck loaded up with wood chips. Good work, Nismo. Good work. Of course you can show pallets and bales with easy dev. You don't know which one's which though if you had half a dozen pallets, do you? But yes, you can, of course, do that. Good. Hey, John, how are you? I am doing well, thank you very much. Chug a beer, chug a beer. I don't have any beer, but I'll have a sip of whiskey again. How are you, man? What am I going to get up to tonight? So we've got a field over here we're going to go and get rolled really quickly. And then we've got quite a few weeds that we need to go around and spray in 3 of our fields. And then we'll probably try and get some product sold and a bit of money because we are actually almost $400,000 in debt at the moment. So nice to get rid of that. Now, while that's unfolding, I also got a surprise little delivery today. I wasn't expecting this at all. We got a little, you can see that? My camera. Up in the right place. There we go, a nice little letter from Giants. Said, as thank you very much as an important part of the farming simulator content creator community, wanted to say thank you with this award. You're one of our partners helping us to spread new information regarding our game, for entertaining the community and bringing life into our franchise. From live streams and YouTube shows to roleplay projects, podcasts and much more, all of your efforts help keep our community entertained and well informed. Without you, developing our game wouldn't be half as exciting as it is. And that came with this. Oh. There we go. That goes with my partner one. That's the bronze one now, which is pretty cool. So, find a home for that up above me or on the wall behind me. But wait, this is the bit that really blew me away. We got Farming Simulator 20 and our own little Nintendo Switch. It's a Lite, but it's actually branded with Giants on it. I'm sure you've seen others who've got, other content creators have got them as well. But yeah, I actually, to be honest, had a real crap day today. And this was just the icing on the cake to come home to. Well, not the icing on the cake, it actually made a bad day a whole lot nicer coming home to this and finding this and getting it as, I guess, a little bit of reward for everything we do, all the effort we've gone to, but fair enough. I haven't taken it out of the bag yet. See on the back there, it's got Giants and Farming Simulator on the back, so that was pretty cool. Pretty stoked to get that. As for my children, they were laying claim to it pretty quickly, so yeah, still have to have a play around with that, try out some FS20. I have played it on my phone, but that'll be even better actually having a device to play it on, so it was very cool, very exciting. And I read a real interesting, saw a really interesting tweet the other day about content creators and, you know, people who think, oh, showing off what you might receive as a perk of doing it is a bit on the nose, but the tweet meant something along the lines of that person spent so many hours hustling to get to where they are, to do what they've done, and to be able to show off and post a little bit about it, some sort of reward for it was it's pretty cool. So celebrate their success with them, rather than anything else, rather than belittling them or downgrading them. So yeah, just do that. Anyhow, Mustard Seed, how you doing? Good to have you here. Thanks, John. Thank you very much. Cheers, Thomas. Chinook. I guess you give it to you, Nismo. Yoss, how you doing? Thank you, Thomas. Put the effort in, you deserve it. Modder's got a message yesterday for their awards. Is that for the different levels, isn't it? Alright, this is... I forgot how fast this rolled at. Did it roll at this speed last time? Anyhow, that certainly, after what was a pretty average day today, certainly made things a whole lot better. As does this. As does doing a stream. Console release and download test. I think I saw the FSG guys chatting about it in their Discord. Okay. Right, so let's get going on this. If we turn our GPS on, we can probably do a course along this edge. It's not going to take us long to do the requisite 15 meters at this speed. Hey Orican, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello Lone Star Farmer as well, welcome along. I was a bit on the fence about what to stream tonight. I almost actually jumped onto the multiplayer server Legion has set up just to do some work on that and sort of introduce you guys to it, but it was night time and probably could have skipped time forward if I wanted to. But I need to have a chat to them just where the server is. I think it must be in Europe, which is fine. I just a little bit worried about the ping for it for doing a stream on it, so we come back on here, do some farming. Everyone else is doing forestry. But I'm not done with forestry, don't think that we are done. So, I had the bad weather and we had quite a bit of rain overnight, but yesterday I just got home from work, just after 6, and I was probably only I'd only just got out of the car in the garage, and there was this almighty clap of thunder. It would be the loudest crack of thunder I have ever heard. You know, New Zealand thunder is normally quite rumbly and it rolls through the skies for a long time. This sounded like a whip cracking on steroids. It was just this sort of instantaneous crack. And I looked out the window and there was this big plume of smoke, probably about a kilometre away, half a mile or so away. And there was no fire or anything, but I reckon it must have hit one of the neighbour's trees. And so I stood there for about a minute, and then there was another bolt of lightning, which we don't often see actual bolts of lightning, like fork of lightning hitting the ground. But this one actually did. It was straight out our dining room window, and then we must have been another K or so away because we got another almighty crack of thunder. Spraying oats while watching. Nice, Chug. But then it's been on and off here. Almost. Not as bad as some areas though, by the sounds of things. I feel like when we actually had a chat to someone the other night about it, how we're actually, you believe in global warming or not, I'm not going to get into that debate, but it's becoming, it feels like it's more real because we're living through some of these things now, experiencing some of the effects of it. So I need to get to the bottom, and I might drop Kermit a message just about the latitude thing and see if he can talk to the dev team and see if did actually change in the game, because it'd be nice to have the southern hemisphere map back on a southern hemisphere latitude. I tested it out too. I did change it back to a positive latitude in the map and created a new save, and it didn't change anything. I think I created a save. Look at that, an achievement. The reason that's popping up is because I'm playing on my Giants version, not my Steam version, so I would have already had that achievement on the Steam version. For some reason, my Steam version's lost connection to my controller, and I can't get it back. So the only version I can use is the Giants version, which I have for all the early access stuff. I need to figure that out too. Never a dull moment. Downloaded the Sponge and Bucket, waiting now for the Iowa Plains to update. Nice, James. Very cool. Morning, Mornay. How are you? Welcome along. Good to have you here. Just feels wrong. December having snow in New South Wales. And we're rolling crops. Yep, back on the farm, Mornay. I was torn between what to do tonight, but sort of wanted to do something that I could actually just sit back and chill, drive up and down in a field, not worry too much about loading log, anything like that. But we'll be back. We've got still got some things planned for the forest. Be in the coming weeks. Probably more so on the weekend than on Wednesday nights, but I was thinking about retiring this map and moving on to something else, and possibly going to Western Australia. I had talked about doing it as a multiplayer server, but because the crossplay is limited, I did wonder about just jumping onto the 4X version and doing a hybrid live stream plus series on that, similar to how I ran Deer Creek earlier in the year. So keep an eye out. Might mix things up a little bit. FSG and I were chatting, and there's kind of to me, feel like there's a lull in maps at the moment, or any quality maps that have come out recently to really grab my attention, and thought, gosh, I really want to play on that map. Let's go and see if we can make a series of it. Other use you live, it's really been hard for us to fertilise anything because the time of the rain is very spotty. We need to be able to have seasons more relevant to us people who walk upside down. Yeah, so on mod maps it was available, it was possible, Thomas. We did have the right seasons here on this map previously. Something seems to have changed. Not sure what it is. Try and get to the bottom of it, because I'd love to have it back. Anyone noticed and or has a workaround the following with precision farming on, and you split a field with one field having crops and one with productions and the score stays low? No, I haven't figured out a way to fix that. I've heard the same comment. If your farm is attached to, like, you know, you buy a farmyard and it has a field attached to it. In fact, okay, point. You know, 20. If you bought that, the score on this would be really low because you're only looking after that part of land, but it takes into account the whole of that lot or plot. So, unfortunately, I have not seen any way to address that. Where's FSG? I don't know where he is, Nismo. Well, it's probably only 8:15 for him. He's probably having breakfast. I know he was up rather late last night recording his next final episode of Surviving Wyoming for this season, so might be sleeping. Either that or he's already up and gone to bed. Or he's lurking and he'll pop in and say hi when he... I think now that it's winter in North America you might see more maps and mods. Very good point, John. Very good point. I think, from me, Chaga Bear, I think I get clouded by the fact that, you know, you remember the last year of 19, you don't really remember the first year of 19. I actually think because of the changes between 19 and 22, it was a lot easier, and so we got a lot of the map conversions and a lot of new stuff real early on. Whereas for 19, it was probably quite a while before any mod maps came out. It was quite different in 17 and 19, certainly for vehicles and equipment. I'm not sure if maps were quite hard, but yeah, I think that could have had a bearing on it. But there's been some cracking maps. It's with they haven't all been on Mod Hub, the only thing. Steve, how you doing? Good morning. Holding for life. G'day, mate. Welcome along. Disappointed to see the supercars season next year doesn't have a New Zealand round in it. Bit of a bummer. Only what, 12 rounds across the whole year. It's a pretty limited season, really. Quite surprised, actually. We have tornadoes down there. We do, not like the States and America as James, but yeah, there might be enough to... We've talked about it before actually on streams. It might be enough to rip a roof off or knock down some trees or break some fences or something if it's rural, but certainly nothing that's gone through a community. There was one in Auckland last year, I think it was. It went down a residential street and damaged a lot of houses. But I don't think anywhere like completely blatant like you see. We have had tornadoes where people have lost their life in. The building site actually that my old firm where I used to work was project architect on. There was a tornado and it picked up the office, little Portacom office that the QS was working in. He was killed. Very, very unfortunate. We got everything? And just the photos, like, of it just sheared bolts off on this half-built steel building. Just sheared the bolts off and things like that. We had one on our farm when I was about 13, so back in the early 90s. It's on the outside of the camp. $8.20's too early for you, Farmer Steve. Come on. Just think, if you've got nothing to do, you'll have extra time to do some farming or play some farm sim. Use it productively. My boys have been waking up stupidly early to watch World Cup games. My son woke me up at 5 AM the other morning to watch the opening game. I proceeded to manage to see both goals, but I slept through the rest of it. Well, I saw 3 goals, but one was disallowed. Gosh, this is slow. Pretty limited hydraulic flow from that little New Holland to power the rams. But there we are, we are done rolling. So this is leased, so we can actually return this now through some of our leased equipment costs. All up. I was going to add the lease to buy mod in, but we're we won't return it right now. I'll do some more thinking, but we are done with it. Okay, bring it over here and give it a wash. Okay, bring it down here and give it a wash. He had a big water spout. Actually, I did see that too. Chinook. Yeah. Yeah, normally up at 5, but got the week off. Haha. You always find when you've got the week off, you end up waking up early, don't you? So used to it. Oh, there we go. Ismo's got the date, 11th of August 2021. Chinook, thank you, my friend, for those 5 gifted subs. You are a legend. Thank you very much. Holden for Life, Tara, Nasty79, Farmer Ricky, and Lambert. Big thank you on their behalf to you, mate. Thank you from me as well. Right. We'll use the clean bucket. Yos is back just in time. Does your coffee look like that bucket does, Yos? I reckon that's what you use. You use your leftover coffee. Leftover coffee. There is no such thing as leftover coffee. What am I saying? What do I think I'm talking about? Body clock, yep. Yep. Right, we're going to go spraying. So we have got some spray in the tanker here. 4380. Nothing. What have we got here? Nothing, because we've leased the sprayer. Now I'm going to go and have a refresh, and I don't know if we can use this trailer. Did we manage to get it to work last time or not? I can't remember. I almost have a feeling like I haven't got these to work lately. Let's pop up here and see. It's been here. Turn that on. In the trailer. Oh, we can. We are getting herbicide overloaded. Good. Alright, 180 litres left. Don't go very far, is it? Hey Tobo, how are you? Good to see you. That was what comes after the coffee. That really is too much information. I agree. Alright, so anyone interested in this little sprayer, this is 4045 by Jonathan Dubois of Northwest Mods and Edits. You can find that on his Facebook page. In fact, I think I still have a link to it in the description. If anyone asks, that is the only place you can find it. Don't go and ask for it anywhere else. Alright, let's get going. It would appear... so I don't have the spot spraying mode on, but we're not running precision farming. That's why. Oh, like another achievement. Like I'm new to farm sim. year on. A year of farm sim. The thought. It's a slurry texture. There you go. Right. Whack on the GPS running down here. Be all good. Again. Let's go. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Here you go, Farmer Ricky. Welcome to the AG team. Nice to have you here. I'm doing alright, Tobo. Thank you very much. Something green that's not painted red. That was hard case. Go and have a look. Anyone's wondering what Tobo's talking about. Rusty Money had had the John Deere. Is it the 4755, the modded one? It's on Mod Hub that you can paint different colours. It is ridiculous horsepower and goes stupidly fast. But he had it painted case red, so. It's a little clip I clipped of him using it. It's on FSG's Discord on Rusty. You can see from your place in that where the tornado happened. Have I come across some weird collisions on the logging map? I haven't, Mornay, but my time on it has been relatively limited so far. Only on the live stream, so I haven't explored it much as I could, but can't say I've come across any collisions. So. And Neela, is this multiplayer? No, not today. We are just running single player on this map. We're going to get through this set. We're going to be looking for jobs to do. If there's any contracts, actually. Look. Nope. Fortunately. Not surprisingly though, considering the time of year it is. Right. Yeah, race through this field. Look, that's just one more pass and we're done. Plus the little wedge down there. That's right, if we get done, what we'll do is we'll probably skip some time forward, because then we might be able to get some of that silage sold. Get some money off that as well. Get things set up for, well, almost skipping forward to harvest. I was considering ploughing those grass fields up, reseeding them, but I will. Don't let the kids use the equipment, they're bad at it. Alright. We've gone through a bit more herbicide than I thought we would. It's going to be enough to cover this whole all 3 fields or not. It'll be touch and go, I reckon. We've used over a third in this one alone. Morning Farmer Ed, how you doing? Nice to see you. What I should have is section control turned off. Every time I try to use the John Deere spreader it turns over and a helper turns it over. Do you widen the wheels? That was the first thing I did when I used it, the custom modding spreader. First thing I did when I was using it on Indiana was roll it over. But you, I don't know if this one does. Widen the wheels on them. Oh, there you go. So you can do, I know you can do that on the custom modding one as well. Makes it a whole lot more stable. Alright, let's go for a drive. On down to the next couple of fields. Let's go down to the very back field. We'll go and get that done. and we'll know how much spray we need for the front one. Still a bit tough, but better than at the weekend. Good to hear it, mate. Good to hear it. Don't know what you guys are like, but I know there's been a few more people around here who've had the Rona lately. Be coming back for a second or third go at some people. Touch wood, it doesn't find it into our household. Alright, just while we go past here, I wanted to check. These were the last bales be baled. Let's have a quick look. They are 63%. 63% fermented. 62. 62, 63. Probably one more day forward into January and they'll be good to go. And slow down for the turns is also a good advice, Lone Star. I'd say still a big fan of this map. Hocks did a fantastic job with it. Very, very enjoyable. Alright, let's see how we go on this one. I reckon we can get it done with act and probably question. Got 24 and 6 to do. Let's see, it's 24, 2,500, and 6 needs 2,000. So that's 4,000, 4,200. Yeah, okay. Not gonna get it all done. That's right. Good morning, Jason. Welcome along. Today is your 30th birthday. It's 2:30 in the morning, mate. Happy 30th birthday. And you're obviously eager to celebrate getting up that early. So cheers to you, mate. Happy birthday. Hope it is a good one. Feels like a wee while ago since I was in my 30s. Definitely a long time since I was 30. Yeah, happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday. Seen some of the videos, but never been able to catch me online like this. Awesome, man. That's cool. It's always nice when I see new faces come in and they're catching me live for a first time. It's very cool. So normally I stream on what would be a Saturday afternoon for you, Sunday morning my time. Of course, this is just gone 9:30 Wednesday evening for me, so you'll just be starting your Wednesday. In fact, we could have been celebrating your birthday for good 21 hours by now. But yeah, normally a Sunday morning my time or Saturday after we'll be live. Won't be this weekend though, I don't think, because got a football tournament for the kids, so it's going to be taking up most of my weekend. We'll see how we go though. We might try and sneak up, get up and sneak in. Hour and a half. "11 years ago you were 30. Just a touch longer than that for me too, Janet. Hard to believe this game came out just over a year ago. I know, Jason, I know. So I wrote this elaborate little story and voice piece that I was going to do a video, basically a happy birthday to farm some video, and I sort of recapped everything that had happened over the last year, and yeah, talked about it. There's a lot that's happened. So just a couple of numbers I saw. So I had a look on ModHub. There's been 3,000 mods and over 100 maps released on ModHub. So you think about the numbers, that's 60 mods a week and on average 2 maps a week. That's pretty impressive. Impressive numbers, that. Well, they just cracked over the 4 million copies sold. It was pretty cool considering, I think it was January this year they'd sold 3 million, so I've still selling another million games, million copies after this long after launch. Pretty cool. Even just the free content updates, I think they got up to like 6 or 7 free content updates from mods they added into the game through updates, and then there's, I think there's 86 or in the 80s the number of mods that Giants released on Mod Hub. Things like the Bulko and the Big Bud and Cavernlin and class equipment. So just from, you know, just on that front alone, a lot. Hey Stephen, how are you? Good afternoon. A lot more to do for Q&A here. Is that right, Farmred? Half the amount of mods out, yeah. And that doesn't, I'm not, you know, there's no way you could count the number of third-party mods that are PC-only ones hosted on, hosted elsewhere either. I think the other thing I sort of commented on was the quality of life changes I've made to the game as it's come out. Obviously the logging has been one of the biggest fronts, but even just every mod, I think apart from the Antonio Carrera pack, Kubota brought the passenger mod, and the Vermeer pack brought the bale counter and all that sort of thing. So auto unloader bales, and that was a mod, wasn't it? Came with Vermeer. There's some pretty cool little quality of life things that, to me, are value added into the DLCs. I honestly reckon the map, though, Platinum expansion, is worth the price of the DLC on its own. Oh, the season pass on its own. I was trying to encourage people, if you wanted even one of the DLC packs, the Vermeer or the Kubota, and you didn't get any of them, I would have honestly bought Season 1 pass to get the map, and have the bonus of getting the DLCs to go with. Giants put that stat out yesterday. Ah, cool. Crazy. Crazy. Well, I just want to know where the next great map's going to come from. Where the next, well, apart from Court Farms, which we know Hocksy's doing. Interesting to see where it is. What time am I, Farmer Steve? It is 9:40 PM. You went for 1 year pass, and yeah, absolutely. I'll be the same, Thomas. I did the same. Well, certainly not going to get through all 3 fields with 1 load. Go and buy some more herbicide. Thompson Briscoe's map looks good from his Twitch streams. Ah, that's a good point. I might have to check that out. Right. Just a bit to do up in here. 13 hours ahead already. Or not already. I'll always be 13 hours ahead of you until time changes. Yes, yes indeed. That is the challenge that Thompson Guy and I have to juggle when we're doing our live streams at the same time, or trying to record Hannah at the Anna. Which I hope you all have watched, and if you haven't, go and check it out after the stream. If you've got time. I managed to go to bed last night completely forgetting to upload my video. So I got up and did it this morning, and then I completely forgot to upload the thumbnail to it. So my intention was to leave it uploading, and then when I got to work, make sure it was all, oh I didn't make sure it was all edited, everything was correct, and then go live on it, and work. Like, oh, I've got no thumbnail. We'll just wait. So who's been watching any of the World Cup anyhow? Any die-hard football fans here? Thoughts on it so far, apart from all the on the football. Thoughts on the football, I was going to say. I don't think is the most diplomatic way to say it. All the hoopla that's going on with the location, but I've been putting a multi at the TAB, which is our betting agency, putting a $5 multi on each day and trying to pick all the results from each game. I got the first 3 right the first day. Obviously missed out straight away last night with the upset with Argentina, but I was actually watching that game, and when Saudi Arabia were paying, I think, $3 to win, even though they were 2-1 up, about 20 minutes to go, so I put $5 on them, covered my losses. Still up for the tournament so far. Watched England, Monday and France last night. France looked good once they got going. England did too, actually, considering. Not seen 1 second during watching the England game, but that Saudi Argentina game was great. It was actually good. I only watched the second half, Stephen, but it was alright, so the $1 million question now. 244 litres in here. Field 24 needed 2,300. 180 in the truck. I'll go and buy a 2,000 litre tote. That'd be enough. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Find out. We'll use the truck. No point having it if we're not going to use it. Such a nice truck too. Right, we're down to the shop. I'm going to buy that tote of herbicide. Hopefully we've got enough money, 7 grand. It actually surprised me on this map that I haven't made as much money as I thought I might. Either that or I've spent too much. Perhaps we've been caught out by inflation. Not sure what it is. Hopefully Alien Jim will come out with a new map. I'm sure he will, James. It'll be interesting to see what sort of map it is. Whether it's a something unique, like he has been doing with some of his maps, or whether he looks to an old favourite like Spectacle Island. Right. Where are we? Herbicide 2,000 litres, 2,400. We can get the new helm. Oh. Oh. For achievement. Days. It's all going to plan. We should end up pretty much no fertilizer. We spent more on diesel driving down here to get it than I. If you play on a laptop and then sit your laptop on top of your console, then technically I guess it would be on console. I mean, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before someone puts Kenworth in there and, you know, Giants accept. I'm sure they want a 190 megabyte truck. Well, to be fair, the trucks, the i3D file is not actually that big. It's the it's all the skins in it which take up a lot of the space. 5 or 6 skins at 20 meg each. Right. It's our grass field, we can drive on it. So the other thing I was going to do in my little video, I haven't been, not going to now, speculated what's going to be season 2 of Farming Simulator 22. What do you want to see? What do you think? Seeing what Giants has done in the first year, what do you think they could? Oh man, going the wrong way. Good truck. What do you think they can do with season 2, year 2? Be different. Now I am going to hold this and load. Oh wait, got nothing behind us. Hopefully we can bring this back. Bring it back on the back. Need all the missing fence stuff, new textures. What were my few things I said? So I want to see precision farming expanded more. Things like crop diseases or pests or specific type things which could affect yield, and you have to apply certain sprays to manage those, and it's random, it's not every time, and it's specific to crop. It might be some sort of weevil which affects soybean, or some sort of fungus which affects corn, or something like that. I'd like to see more specific fertilizer requirements. So, what's this? This canola might need more potassium and less nitrogen, or phosphates, or something like that. So you put more specific blends, so you have to go and buy your blend, or order a blend, or do something like that. I want to see them make irrigation a thing, and water becoming more of a resource. Hey Jason, how you doing? Finally got here, season 2 they could bring in guidance for consoles. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to see. No one saw that. No one saw that crash. So those are my things on expanding precision farming. I want to see one of the, if they do 3 or 4 DLCs again, I want to see one that's kind of an animal focused one. Brings a new animal to the game. And expands on animals in general. So, introducing something like bets, where you get random notifications and you've got to choose what to do with its animal. Do you treat it, or is it beyond treatable? Is it not worth it? Kind of thing. Those everyday decisions that farmers have to make. But a new animal type would be pretty cool. Even something simple like goats or alpacas, or I don't know. And then, well, leading into what Lone Star Farming said about having more crop types, was a new map, obviously, but something in a different region, whether it's Asia or South America or something like that, where they bring in some new equipment or a new crop that's specific or more common in that area, and bringing in a new crop that way. Pretty cool. So I don't ask for much. No. Hey Balani, how you doing? In-depth animals I see all the time. Yeah, like not everyone does animals. In fact, I'd probably say that less than 50% of players choose to do anything with animals, but probably 50% of players choose not to do any crops, or choose not to do forestry, so why not introduce something new? I probably should put a GPS on to try and maximize it. freehand it. Freestyle. Veggie farming in bulk. Speaking of which, you watch Nadia's farm? No, I have not watched Nadia's farm actually. I keep on seeing the shorts for it and I'm kind of like, it's a bit cringe. It just feels like they're trying to do everything and become the super farmers and that kind of thing, and it's actually, I don't know. It seems strange. But yeah, some more market gardening type stuff would be cool. Where you actually have to plant the crops, and you might have a field like this where you've got strips of different crops, lettuce, whatever else there might be. What else there might be? Broccoli, lettuce, basil, all the things. Basil. Weather effects would be good with droughts and flood damage. Flood damage wins, that'd be good. So more steps for things, indeed. Yeah, more bits in the process. I think it won't be long before we see someone taking the roller coaster or boat building tech and applying it to a farm building in some way. You have to supply materials to get your farm building built. That'd be pretty cool. Hopefully you can make bacon. Not on Giant's Watch you're not going to be able to, James. Anything to do with the slaughter of animals is strictly off limits as far as I understand. It would cover the topic of death, and death does not go well with a general rating. Tulips everywhere. If you want to get into the opium trade, guys. Don't think that'd go down really well with your ratings either. Oh no, 248 litres. Are we? I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if we can do this. I think I've had too many bits overlapping. Might have to cheat a little bit of herbicide in here at the end, just to get finished. Oh, that's not tulips, that's poppies. Good point. Yoss is probably still trying to get in the opium trade, growing tulips, and wonder why he's not very successful. Medicinal farms? Probably not. But again, that'd be pretty cool. Commercially grown medicinal farms. So what about like aquaculture, fish farming, or something like that? Is that a legitimate farming type? Some ammonia. We're going to put the herbicide. Let's put in 200. Okay, wait. Hey, no worries, Farmer Steve. Enjoy the rest of your week off, mate. Nice to have you stop in briefly. Why do I get the feeling my 250 is not? Oh, yeah, we're right. Oh, yeah. We got this. We got this. I think it's a nice wide boom. Right. Little section here I missed when we turned it on, and there's a row over there I missed. Like Pokemon, gotta get them all. Alright, go. Now it's lease, might as well run it out. Yeah, finished. So we'll load up and then we'll head back. And think about what we're going to do next. It's taken us an hour to do everything I wanted to do. Double check there's no contracts popped up. Doubt there will be. No. Interesting how off. We can't supply any of that, can we, either? Columbia Coffee Plantation. You'd have to call yourself Pablo if that's the case, Tommy. Alright, now I think if I recall correctly, probably should actually back on because I reckon the nose is a clash, and I think make those a little bit wider. Or a lot wider. I don't, we're right. Happy days. Made for it. Some of the sprayers actually can't leave them on here because I think they reset their wheel width. We need a oversized permit to be running this down here. Anyhow, how'd it go? You'll do Dutch farming from yarn in my region, one big greenhouse. It's loads of yellow or red light. Turn the sky completely yellow and cloudy. That'd be a pretty impressive effect. Pineapples, James. I didn't realise how long it takes for a pineapple to mature and how few pineapples you get off each plant. Like 2 years to maturity or something silly like that. And you only get 1 or 2 pineapples off each plant. You have to replant them. Did you also know China is the biggest wheat producer in the world? Sorry, I wouldn't put that either. Right. Now, what are we going to do? We'll go and park this in the shed with the... We'll leave the sprayer in the back. That's cause. And then we're going to go and hook up and we're going to get some stuff sold. Big blocks of concrete distribution centres. You have distribution centres for big... What do they use big blocks of concrete for? Wash the vehicle? No, Nesmo. Yeah, it'll be right. It's leased. Give it back. I want to know. Shh, it's our little secret. Oh, distribution centers made it of concrete, right? Gotcha. I think you're saying the distribution centers which just have big blocks of concrete. Okay, so back here we are onto the barley train. Grain West Court without 33,000 litres, so not a huge amount. Could have just about taken the trailer off. Hey Outdoor Nut, how you doing? Welcome. It's the rusty bucket. No, you told me what you did in the rusty bucket. I don't want to use that anymore. Oh, I see yours told me. In fact, I can take that off. Run a naked truck down. Wash the vehicles on their logging map. There's nothing to wash them with, is there? Fix that. All right. I hope I'm going the right way. I think it said Grain West Corp, and I'm pretty sure this is where we always go. It's always the same place. Do it some other way, you guess, just use Omar's little grills and pretend you made the sausages. There you go. Where there's a will to barbecue, there's a way. Okay. Alright. Let us see how we go in here. I am just going to double check. Graham West Corp. Thought so. No worries, Thomas. Maybe Sunday morning, we'll see. Depends on what I get, what my plans are for Sunday. Time we have to beat our futsal tournament. Alright, 14 grand, money's money. Post-fiction British school to your late father-in-law's barbecue, that was awesome. I'm trying to convince my wife I need a new barbecue and it's not going very well. Alright, left side of the road, aren't we? Part of the world at the moment. Map called Recanto del Vado. This one with the coffee on it, isn't it? Connect Modding. Connect Modding? Yeah, I think it's Connect Modding did that. The Jackdaw coffee equipment. Alright. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I think the price of corn is still heading up, so we won't sell that yet. But we could always pull the truck up so it's ready to go. And then I think what we might do is skip forward a day. And then see if it's worth selling all our silage. Work, Argsy. Improve on your truck driving skills. Right. Oh, where are you? 65,000 litres. It's only a truckload, isn't it? Not much. Much at all. So look, see. Corn is not quite. January's our max price for that. Wool is low. And it's so. Okay. Cheers, Chinook. Thanks, mate. Thanks again for those gifted subs. You are a star. Gifted membership, sorry. You are a legend. And have a good day at work tomorrow. Catch up with you again soon, man. Right. Are we done? Actually, I haven't checked. Are our animals happy? Got food. They've got water. Yes, yes. They'll need some more water tomorrow. Happy. Good. And they almost, that one's 38. They're all full. How big those? One shift. How big those pastures are? In there. 50. Yes, they're full. That was the other thing I wanted to do. That's the other thing I'd love to be able to do too, is come up here, or have a screen for it. Come up to where our animals are. I can't even find it now. Right, so let's see. Be able to come in here and pick one of the other pens and say, right, I want to take some of these ones, transfer them down into this. Modders, you can do it. It'll be awesome. Right. Let's skip some time forward. See what comes of the next day. That's snowing. Whee! Those lease costs. Oh, nah. Alright, let's have a quick squiz in here. So definitely need some water into those. Have a look. We've got some planting. Oh, you want to plant some potatoes? No thank you. Plant potatoes, plant potatoes. Sunflowers, sugar beet, sunflowers, sugar beet, cotton. What are those? Oh, look at them all disappearing. So, I've only got a planter. I don't think I can plant him. Oops, I just accept. I don't think this plants those, does it? Nope. It's just all the cereals. Okay, that's right. We'll cancel that. Look, we don't have a planter. Right. Jumping forward, all over the place. Let's have a look in here now at our... Ah, it doesn't tell us our corn because we took it all out of the silo. Well, there's one for you, Mark, if you're still here. Can you pick up stuff that's stored in a truck? Graham West Corp 641 and plunging. Right, gonna get this up. Fishy chickens are annoying as modded transport of them, but it'd be nice to have that in game. Yeah, I always thought of making like a almost like a hand tool, something you could pick up like a shepherd's crook or something like that, which had capacity for hundreds of animals. That you could just use that to walk around and move them, almost like, you know, just having something you could carry, pick up and carry that you could enter and use it as a, could identify it as a animal transporter. How are you, Steel Horse? Different diesel also. How do I know to? True. Very true. There's always something, isn't there? Don't some of them have air as well as a fuel type? This is the road well beaten on the way to Cell Point. Oh, halfway through. It's 10 past 10 already. Welcome along, everyone. Anyone who's joined in the last wee while. Great to have your company this evening. Or morning, or afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. To have you here. Nice to get back just to some casual farming. Just spending a few streams last week on the forestry, on the Silver Oak Forest, which was a lot of fun. I've enjoyed that so far, and I'm looking forward to spending some more time on there again. But I just thought for tonight we'd get back here and do a little bit more farm work. We looked into it to try and build in the global company pallets, but they're actually buses. Okay. Go. The additions you've made with just pallets and wool and grass in general are pretty good. It'd be pretty rare where there'd be occasion where you'd have something sitting in a truck for an extended period of time. Just trying to think through every possibility. You enjoyed that container stacking race where I went FSG. I was quietly confident going into it, Steel Horse, but after mucking around for a little bit, trying to cut straight into the container, I thought I'd really gone and made a meal of it, but as it turned out, FSG I think spent much too long on his getting stuck on a little tree or something like that. So, I don't think you've seen the last of competitive logging in Farming Simulator, so keep an eye out in the next wee while for some announcement. That crop actually looks beautiful. All our land now all the way through there. That is good. Surprised I didn't use the low loader with the short container, would have been much faster to load. Is that the other low loader? Steel horse? I haven't experimented with or played around with them at all. I was surprised with the big Volvo loader that FSG used, that he didn't pick them up and then turn them 90 degrees and just drive straight in either. So I think there's some ways to be more efficient, and there's some ways to make it a little bit more entertaining as well. And trying to figure out, because potentially you could load up just with whatever wood you want, but if you take the undersized wood, it docks you dollars. So you could finish quicker but actually have lesser product. So that could be in the future. Could be docked points for that. The half-length run, right. Gotta go to work, see you later, catch you later. Cheers, Mark. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy. Thank you again for sending through and sharing that update on your stock checker. It's very cool. I'm enjoying it. Right, these aren't quite fermented yet. 94%. Won't be too far away. Otherwise, let's have a look here. Going to cancel that contract. Yep. Take the penalty of nothing on that. Select honey grapes, grape juice, and potatoes. We can't do any of those. Let's see what, beer contract. Correct. What's the beer corn one? We could have supplied that much too. Probably wouldn't have got as much money. Alright. Let's have a look. Some water. About it. I'm going to crank time up just a touch. Go to 10 times, and hopefully that'll get us to having fully fermented bales. A half-length one, right. Try it out, steel horse. You're going to head to bed now. It was good to catch you live once. Cheers, Jason. Happy birthday again, mate. Enjoy your birthday. Hope it goes well. You end up doing. And pleasure to have you here. Pleasure to have. I'm pleased you were able to catch a stream. What are you saying? Bonjour to Jason's to say goodbye there, Yos. I missed the initial part. Kiki, welcome along. Bonjour to you. Welcome to the stream. Kia ora from New Zealand. How are you? Grab some more water from down in the pond. We're revving up here. What is it? Stuck in the gear. Powerful Land Cruiser this. It'll pull 2,500 litres of water out of here, no worries. Best way to fill it up, back it right in. One. I was wondering what the 4-1 was. I'm a Kiwi, so I don't really care about the score, Kiki. But congratulations on your team winning. New Zealand's not even in the World Cup. Costa Rica are instead. In fact, they play Spain tonight, don't they? Would have been New Zealand if a couple of decisions in that game, that playoff game, went our way. But anyhow, won't dwell on that. When you get a fork, I'm going to go harvest my cotton fields on the Hickory Valley maps. So I'll be doing that all day, but I will be rich when I get there. I was impressed actually, was it cotton I harvested on Stone Valley recently? That blew me away how much money I made. Like, that makes it worthwhile doing. Alright, what are we? We haven't gone too far. Is that the game with the round ball? Something like one of the round ball games. Mustard seed. Football. Right. So everything full up. Alright, how are we looking? 94%, they haven't fermented anymore. 95, right, we're gonna have to crank time up a little bit further. Take it to midday and see how close they are. Now, 97, it's another couple of hours, 2 PM. 2 PM might be the magic mark. Oh yes, I went too fast, but did you see the weight change? That just went squat. Right, now will be interesting. Have a look at time. Stock checker. All changed, so we've got, what is that, 3 bales are not fermented yet. 78 grand. We're only $3 off this price. We are going to go sell. Okay. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello, Kiki. All the best for the rest of the tournament. I asked them how many Rugby World Cups France have won. Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh. Okay, simmer down, sassy. I think we might be a little bit overloaded here, team. It's going to have to be a delicate operation. Train tracks are going to be our biggest worry, I think. Right, we're on the road. It's possible that coal would blown out. I think we'd probably be melting a few bales. There'd be no plastic wrap left on those ones. Round and round we go. Here we go. I haven't watched any videos on the logging. I prefer to watch farming. If I wanted to log, I'd play Logging Simulator. Fair enough, James. Fair enough, James. Honestly though, go and give the last 20 minutes of our stream a watch, because it was competitive logging. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to quit my YouTube channel and become a professional sportscaster. It's Uber Simulator, Joss. These bales rang me up. Well, they actually didn't ring me up, they used the app. They said there's, what is there on there? 18 of us. We need to get to the bale sell point. Can you do it? And I said, yes, we can do that. Not a worry, happy to deliver you there. You'll just have to realise it's going to cost some money. But if you can give me $18,928, I will drop you off right at the bale sale point. We accepted the fare. I turned up on time. They gave me a 5-star rating, and everyone's happy. Another successful journey. Breakers. Start a breakaway LSL. I reckon we should trademark it and copyright it Steel Horse before Giants jump on. FSL Season 5 is actually going to be logging. That's how they're going to introduce it to FS22. Alright, how many bales have we got over there? Too many for this truck, I think. Now this truck's still on the lease register, I think. Hey Crofter, how are you, mate? Pleasure as always. Yep. Getting history on the marketing job, always room for World Series log. Watch this space, Steel Horse, that's all I'm going to say. This space. Right, moving on. So, what do we get? $19,000 off that. 18,000. I think Uber must have taken their 10% cut. One's got... What's this one got on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 33 on here. 18, so we should get a good close to 20k off, I reckon. Ooh. Oh, Kenny's struggling to pull this load. Holy moly. I've got cruise control locked on at the moment. Can't get out of first. $184,000 litres. Does it say how much these weigh? 1.5 tonne per bale. 1.4 tonne per bale. What did I say? 30. 33? Oh, it's 33 and carry the 1 multiplied by 2. Maybe 45 tonne? Maybe? The scales work down at Grain West Corp. We could go and weigh it and see. It's the weighbridge in town. 49.5, so I wasn't far off, was I, Lone Star? Ooh, just a little weighty, just a little. It was almost going to start bouncing. When a truck starts bunny hopping or kangaroo hopping. I don't think I've had this truck this slow before. This much weight. I mean, this is the funny thing, it pulled. Oh no, it's had to go into low gear, low range. This is it pulled the grain, no worries. It pulled 60,000 litres of corn, no worries, didn't it? I guess 60,000 litres of corn isn't 50 tonne. You thought the last truck was Transport Simulator, yours. I was just thinking that. Think I can. Hopefully we'll get out on the road, and once we get onto some sealed road, we might be able to go a little bit faster. How to extend the duration of a stream or full content. Load a Kenworth up with 49 tons worth of bales and drive at 5 miles per hour. It's 8 kilometers an hour, for those who wonder. The tyres. Oh. Can we get to 10? Can we hit double figures? 6. We're gonna do it. Oh. We need another gear. It's the K200 Lone Star. I almost feel like I haven't hooked the air brakes up properly or something like that. The back of the trailer's dragging. The mud flap's dragging on the ground. Tyres are so flat through the road. Talk amongst yourselves. We'll converse more when we get there. This is as slow as a combine harvests a field. Oh, 7. Oh, don't get too excited. Eight. Oh, now we're cooking. Oh, no, okay. Oh, we found another gear. We've hooked another gear. Trailer brake must be on. Oh, had to go back. First was too much. Our second was too much. Oh, that's hilarious. Bouncing around. Oh, second. Oh, goodness. No. Since it is your watch. Getting paid by the hour. Oh, he must be driving with 1 foot on the brake or something, surely. Those on. No flashes on as well. Go, go, go. No. I can't get out of first. Oh my goodness. But we're certainly driving all the way down to Grain Westcourt to find the weighbridge, that's for sure. Which is our most efficient way to get to there. We turn right? I think we do, rather than going there and there, don't we? Turn right and come. This guy's going to walk faster. He's going to walk faster than us. Oh, at least he's patient and waits. Oh, dude, he's probably going to run past us now. Dude's walking, we're driving at the same speed dude's walking at. Don't stand there, don't stand there. Seized brakes. It's funny how just because it changed from grass to silage, it became heavier. I mean, where's the science between it? Is this? Let's think about the science here. Do you wrap a grass bale up and make it airtight so it ferments? Is there something going on in there as a chemical process which makes the grass heavier? Because you're not adding anything in, do you? Moisture's trapped in there, so if there's any moisture it stays in there and helps with the fermenting process. Surely that doesn't. It's got to second. 9 miles per hour. Gonna do 10. 10 miles per hour. Third! Oh, you got too adventurous now. That's never gonna work. Yeah, he's gonna go all the way back to first. It's gonna be dark by the time we get there. Bale store's probably still closed. Did I leave the jacks down or something on the trailer? No? Oh, this is hilarious. Surely, anyhow, back to my original conversation. Could have left with it only half fermented, that's a good point too, Steel Horse. Anyhow. Right. Oh. $35,500 and we're already going faster. Happy days. How you do your lightweight bales. What a great mod that'd be. I'm gonna get pulled over now by the cops for speeding on the way back. Why were you speeding? Because I did 5 miles an hour the whole way down here, officer. Surely it's my average speed. Land speed records are based on average speed in both directions, so wouldn't you take my average speed in both directions and then figure out if I was speeding or not? Valid argument or not? You reckon I'd get very far with that one? Not sure how many bales there are down here, but it's gonna be a long drive from here if they're not. If there's too many, do a tally up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. That should be right. Go again. I fit on a level, 11. 5 down each side. Can't remember now whether the tractor will reach the whole way across. Okay. Cool. Way to find out. We do have 2 back here as well. All right. Let's leave those here for now. Oh, they were waiting right there. That was a mistyped message. It was actually meant to say hot girls are waiting for that truck to arrive. We've been waiting for hours. I have noticed that before, James, it gets stuck in low ratio rather than high ratio, but I think the fact that once we drove off it was able to get up into a high ratio was to do with the weight in that instance. So, 5 down one side, 5 down the other. I'm going to have to stack some pretty high in there. Right, so we're going to go 2, and then we might go 3, might go... I think that'll work. Oh, and we can go the whole way across. Handy. Load from one side. Happy days. Right. Concentrating Argsy. Engaged. Hello, Mr. Stay Drunk. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hope all is well in your part of the world. Right. I think we need to strap those front ones down, or we're going to have hassles with them. Strap X. Picked up the one next to it. Okie dokie. So, going 3 high now. So we've put a single one down. Let's see if we can get this one across. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Yeah, top that back just at the start. Imagine if I had auto load. Imagine. Gentle, gentle, gentle. But again, hard to single actually. All by touch. Go. How many 3 stacks do I need to do there? Figure this out. Okay, probably be able to tell once we finish this one whether we need to do one more 3 stack or not. Oh, that was silly. Tidy that up. Hello Peter, how are you? Welcome along. Pleasure to have you here. I'm doing well, thank you. Doing well, getting some silage sold, making some money, which was nice. We started, well, we're still in debt, but we've made over $100,000 in this stream, which is good. But that is the vast majority of all our sellable product gone, apart from the wool. Anything we don't have, we haven't sold yet. We've got no more crops in, no more crops and silos to get rid of. Just the silage. So it's a single, so maybe one more single. Do a single on this one and then a triple on this one and doubles at every cross. Be able to get. You know how Courseplay moves a combine aside when it's nearly full? Yes, when it's cutting into a field or when there's no space to unload, or that it detects there's no space to unload next to it. Driving with your bales up so high. Asking for trouble. Can you turn that off? Not that I know of. I haven't seen it. There's in a combine to look. Let's play vehicle setting. Open hard fuel save, only turning, avoid driving on. Tool settings, bold, raise, lower, offset, human stop when unloading, combines. No, there's nothing I know of off the top of my head that allows that. No, don't think so. Short answer. It only does it when the... Yeah, that's right. So if there's no space, if it detects that there's fruit next to the... on the unload side, or a field boundary with a fence or something, or on a headland, it will cut in to give space for the unloader. That's why I always use lands when I'm harvesting, because then apart from your first cut through the field, your unloader will always be on the harvested side of the combine. You don't have that issue. Hey Samuel, how are you? Good to see you here. Hope all is well. Right. Need to pick that up further across. Should be on the wrong side. Great reminder there, Crofter. Don't forget the like button. Right. If you're enjoying things, make sure you do drop a like. It'd be much appreciated. Double check you're subscribed. Turn that notification bell on. Alright. Let's get that strapped down, that strapped down. Now we are going to go and grab those last 2 bales over at the yard, seeing there's space on the back of the truck. Where are we going to be? So we'll have to start thinking about what we're going to do next time. Because we haven't got much time left, so. Crops are all good, they're all fertilised, the weeds are done. I should probably check that field that we planted last. Actually, does that have any weeds in it? Doesn't appear to. Good. Oh, that could use some fertiliser though. Right, let's see how much faster this goes this time. Look at that. Oh, we've got some unfermented bales on there. Oh, it's going faster. Hope you're doing well, Samuel. Hope you are doing well. In your real job to use AutoCAD when I surveyed, we would use it to make our maps of pipelines or housing development. I used to, James, but now we use a program called Revit, which is a 3D drafting program, 3D modeling software, which is by Autodesk, same people who make AutoCAD. And we just still do use AutoCAD a little bit, just use it to share files between consultants and things like that. Interesting, eh? How much more weight did we have on it last time? Plant sequoia forest for conservation purposes. Can you actually plant the sequoias or not? Right. Crank time up just a little bit here, just to get those last couple of bales fermented, I hope. Okay. Oh, I was going to say we're already going faster. You can plant them. Right. Using the planting tool, or do you have to use, like, just place them? I'm not going to. Much as I like your idea, it's not happening. Alright, another 151,000 litres. Oh, they're all gone. Go. Bring that back down to 1. Days. Oh, this is a right racetrack, race car now. Race truck. Don't need any more hazards on, get rid of all those. Placeable, and with the black market mod you can sell them. Yeah, Loki's done his magic there with the black market mod. Pretty cool. Don't know what happened there. Something awkwardly. Made a fence around the Selma that you couldn't pass through. Impressive. Impressive indeed. Right. The last of our silage to sell. Good to get rid of all of this. We had a lot. It was 151,000 here. It was 190. 500,000 litres of silage. Put those ones in the truck. Ooh. Do I and custom modding talk? No, I haven't been in touch with them at all. They haven't asked me to look at any of their stuff, so have any lines into them at all, unfortunately. Nice to have the chance to, but will there be opportunities in the future? Right. You notice the railway crossings are a little bit rough. Yeah, I haven't caught them like I did then, though. Oh, road sign. Case in point. But yeah, I have noticed that too, Peter. Wish he had wide jewels on his JD8R. If you're a PC user actually doing jewels, it's not actually that hard. It's XML to tell the wheels where to be. Something you could read up and do yourself. Unfortunately not if you're a PC. Right, back up here because we've got all this wool we're going to load. Not going to do it now though. How are we going to do? Right, let's have a quick look see here. So 13 needs some fertilizer. Everything else, 14 is good, 24 is good. Those are needing ploughing, but just our grass fields, I'm not too worried about them. That's all done. So all our fields are happy except for some fertilizer on that one. When are we going to be able to harvest anything? We've got canola and barley or wheat. End up planting in a while. We've got sorghum 13 and wheat. Wheat and wheat 6 and 14 are wheat. Canola on those two. Oh, I forgot about that field. Didn't have wheat on it, did it? No, fuel. We've got that field too. It's good. Canola, wheat, and sorghum. We can harvest canola in April, wheat, May, sorghum, April, May as well. That's pretty cool. We won't be too far. We're in January now, so I think we might be skipping forward and we'll be able to tackle some of that. Now, I was just looking, how much liquid fertilizer have we got? 178 litres, that's not going to get much done, is it? Not going to get much done at all. Where have we got 1200 litres of herbicide? I thought we had none, I thought I used it all up. Oh, look at that. 1200 litres of herbicide. So we might just let that one field not fully fertiliser it. We'll see. Or I might just do it off stream a little bit later. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, Crofty. Take it to start at 8 AM GMT now because you keep missing it because I'm at work. Yes. So 8 at your UK is GMT time at the moment, isn't it? So 9 PM's 8 AM UK time. If that translates equally to GMT. Pretty sure it is because we've sprung forward an hour from GMT. People hang on to do them since indeed. 8 AM since the daylight saving time there. Thank you, Ed. Sid modding's 8Rs have wide drills but not the weights at the back like the yeah, 8030 series was filling. Just woke up. All good, mate. FSG's new office must be blocking YouTube. I honestly reckon he was, he probably had a sleep in, I reckon, because he was cranking out, Surviving Wyoming last night. So he may have been busy doing that and having a bit of a rest. And he said he spent 5 hours recording that, so sounds like it's going to be a goodie though. Sounds like it's going to be a goodie. But anyhow, I think that's a good space for us to wrap things up. I need to think about next time having a wool to sell in May, but we're going to be harvesting before then. It's got 100,000 litres of hay. Sheep. They're not eating much, are they? Not worth selling though. Otherwise, everything's all happy in that side of things. It's that one field to look after, and we'll be harvesting. So I think we'll probably skip forward to that time. I'll make sure that animals stay happy between now and then, and be back here running a combine next time, hopefully. Be a bit of fun. Getting out the case 7250, isn't it? So I went for the 7 series, not 9. 7250. Not going to need that heater for a while. In fact, we're not going to need it at all. Nothing to harvest with that. We will need that one. So, looking forward to 2016 JD8R. Right, everyone. Thank you all very much for joining in tonight. It was good to be back here doing some Southern Cross farming. Good to be back driving a few tractors and doing a few chores around the farm, getting things tidied up. I am going to try and find out about this seasons thing, because it'd be good to be back to proper seasons and doing things at the right time of the year for the Southern Hemisphere. But yeah, I'll be intrigued to see if something could change and break that. A bit more digging. But yeah, otherwise, as always, thanks for hanging out, thanks for joining, thanks again to Chonut for the gifted memberships. Nothing much else to say. Keep an eye out. We might have a little bit of an announcement coming out in the next wee while. Something for you guys to get involved in, which would be good. And otherwise, just keep an eye on the channel for a stream on Sunday. I don't know whether I'll have time to or not. Otherwise, we'll be back this time next week. Sorry for only catching the tail end. All good, John. Anytime you're here is a good time. Don't know, John. Don't know. Not saying anything else. Thanks for the display bale stack, and you're welcome, Mustard. Sorry the truck took so long to get to the sell point. Catch you later, Steel Horse. Right, everyone, take care. Have a good rest of your week, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll catch you later. Bye.